Of course, when I start recording, I had to go pee. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, today, your girl is talking about getting a Brazilian wax. So yesterday, which was Saturday, November the 5th, today's November the 6th, I got my first Brazilian wax. I'm very excited about this because I've been talking about doing this forever, and it was just the thought. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm tired of shaving. I want to go get a Brazilian wax. This was very impromptu. I didn't expect to do it so soon. Like, I normally work Monday through Friday, but yesterday, which was Saturday, I had to go in my office and do some work for like 3 hours. So after that, I'm like, oh, I want to go get a Brazilian wax. And there's a waxing center across the street from my job. So I called over there and I'm like, hey, it was literally like 12:52. And I'm like, hey, I want to book an appointment, or can I just walk in? I'm like, yeah, sure. I have appointments at 1:15, and she was telling me all the time. So I said, okay. Well, I said, well, actually, I work across the street. I can come in at 1. She's like, yeah, okay. So she got my name, phone number, and everything. She asked me what I want to get, so I'm like, okay, I'll be over there in like 2 minutes. So I get there, I have to fill out this form, and it's asking for my information, like my name, date of birth, address, and all that personal stuff. And it's asking, do I take any medications, or do I have any allergies and whatnot, and yada yada yada. Do I have herpes and blah 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 and stuff. So my biggest thing with shaving is that I always get ingrowns and scars. I get like ingrown scars and sometimes bumps, which is TMI. It's totally disgusting, but it does happen. So that is my number one reason why I wanted to get a Brazilian wax. Because with me, with shaving, it's just that my skin is so very sensitive that waxing just works for me. Like, I haven't gotten my underarms waxed, but I know that's next on the list. Whenever I go back to get my second Brazilian, I'm have them waxed under my arms. But anyway, like when I used to get my eyebrows waxed. I don't get them waxed anymore. I just do them myself. But whenever I used to get my eyebrows waxed, like, I had no problems. Like, it lasted good. So I figured, well, my face is sensitive and down here is sensitive. So anyway, but yes, so I told him it was my first time getting a Brazilian wax, and asked like how much did I want to get off, and I said everything, like nothing. I want nothing left. So yes, I got everything waxed off. So after I filled out the paper, the girl took it to the back to the wax or whatever. She's like, okay, she'll be out to get you in a second. So I'm sitting down, just scrolling through my phone. The girl calls me back. I go back in the room, and she's looking at me. And I guess she thought I already knew what to do, which I felt very awkward because I did it. So it's like, oh, is this your first wax? So I'm like, okay. I said, yeah, okay, this is my first wax. So when you get back there, you have to take everything off on the bottom. So you take your pants off, you take your panties off, and then you lay back on the table. And you have to, well, this was at the waxing center that I went to. You had to like butterfly your legs, so like your feet are touching. Your feet are touching, and literally your legs are just out like this. And she was just talking to me and whatnot. And the wax she used, I think it was blue. Like, that's gonna make any difference telling you that it's blue, but I think it's called hard wax, and it's when they put it on your skin that it hardens, and then they like flick it up and rip that thing off. But anyway, so I'm laying there, so she puts the wax down like on the sides, and she's letting it cool or whatever. She's just talking to me, talking about my job and stuff, just talking to me. And I watched, first of all, before I explain all this, I watched so many videos on Brazilian waxing before I actually went, so I kind of knew the process and I knew what she was going to do. So she got the not a cannula, like a tongue depressor type thing. I don't know what to call it. But anyway, she got that. She put the wax on, She put it on the sides, across the top, and it was drying, and she was just talking to me, and I felt her, like in the video, like they flick up the ends of it because it dries to the hair and not to your skin. So she flipped up the ends of it, and I thought she was just seeing if it was dry. She was just talking to me, then all of a sudden, she ripped it off, and it hurt. It did hurt. Like on the sides it hurt, and across the top it hurt. But it's not an unbearable pain. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 for your first Brazilian wax, I want to say mine was like a 6.5. And I was very nervous. I was sweating. Like all over my back was sweating. My underarms were sweating. That's why I didn't get them to wax my underarms, because I was just sweating all over. But I did not scream. I've seen videos of girls like holding their camera, recording themselves, crying. I watched one girl, she was like laughing and crying and screaming and all that, and I didn't do that. I mean, I squinched my eyes together and I squinched my face on certain parts, but it wasn't unbearable. And then they it's just so hard to explain. Like, here's your vagina right here. So she put the wax like right down the middle of my vagina. And she said, all right, deep breath. And she ripped it. And I think, oh, I dropped my phone. I want to say that was the most painful, was like right down the middle. I would give that like an 8.8. And I know that's such a weird rating, but I would definitely give that an 8.8. But she kept going over it because she said it was, kept going over it, but she said because it was my first time that she had to do it that way. I don't know how to explain that part, but yeah, I mean, she put the powder on me and she would do her little thing, yada yada yada. And ladies, let me tell you, or men, whoever's getting this Brazilian wax, they are gonna be all up in your shit. Like this is my vagina right here. This was my vagina. This is her face. She was literally like all up in it, making sure she got my hairs done, got my hairs combed. So that's the one thing. If you're very uncomfortable with somebody being that close to you, I don't know how you're gonna work out with getting a Brazilian wax. I'm not saying I'm comfortable with a stranger looking at my vagina, but I mean, if you want it done, then that's how it's gonna get done. But the girl that did it, she was very cool. She's very open, very honest, and I'm pretty sure all waxers are gonna be like that. I mean, yeah, you're gonna be scared your first time getting a wax, but they don't care. Like, this is what they do for a living. They see vaginas in all shapes, sizes, and everything. But yeah, I got that done. And then since I got, I guess, a full Brazilian, I don't know what to call it, but she did my butt crack too. So they literally get your butt crack and your butt hole. And I seen on the videos that I watched, you had to like lay on your side and like lift up your leg and then spread your butt apart. But no. She said, okay, put your knees to your chest. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, put your knees to your chest. So I'm literally laying on the table, holding my knees to my chest again, and she's like right there at my butt. And in the videos they say that's the least uncomfortable part, but heck no, that still hurt too, getting your butt done. But the finishing result I love, obviously. But she gave me this ingrown hair serum that's sold at the hair serum. I'm just supposed to, you know, rub it all where I got waxed at and whatnot, and it's supposed to help with my ingrown hairs and make the hair, I don't know if it's gonna make the hair softer when it does start to grow back or whatever it does, but hopefully it'll help me because like I said, I do get a lot of ingrown hairs and scarring. And my next appointment is set for 4 weeks. So it's going to be like December the 3rd or somewhere. The first Saturday in December. is when I have it set, I'm gonna go back and get my second one done. But overall, I'm just gonna say your first Brazilian wax is gonna hurt, but hopefully you'll love the result like I do. I'm gonna go back to the same girl because I'm not just gonna be going and having everybody and their mama looking at my vagina. But we'll see how I like it. When I say that is because my hair is very thick and it's very coarse and curly. So that really does contribute to why I get a lot of ingrown hairs, just because my hair is thick and curly. But we'll see how soon my hair starts to grow back and the pattern of it. Be an advocate for Brazilian waxes. Ladies, go get that cat waxed. Okay? You are going to love it. You are going to love it because I love mine. And it just adds it. I feel like it boosts your confidence. Not saying that I was not confident before, but girl, with this Brazilian, But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and listening to me talk about my first Brazilian wax. If you have any questions, or if you want to know something that I didn't talk about or forgot to talk about, just either comment below, write me on Twitter, send me a snap on Snapchat, DM me on Instagram, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I'll get back to you and I'll see you in my next video.